Oh, here we go.
So that's the second time I accidentally fingered my. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hey, this is the Random
that's
podcast.
That's on point for a Shane Dawson episode.
Oh my god.
And there you go. Intro music and the show can begin. There you go, Ali. Take it from here.
Can I just fucking finish cringing for a second? You fucking threw me off,
I'm
mate.
sorry.
Jesus fucking.
No, I'm not gonna do those jokes. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's up, you guys? No, I did a Shane. Fuck.
What are you, like a fucking YouTuber?
That sounded so insincere.
Oh,
You were watching Shane Dawson right now.
yeah, I actually was before this, but yeah.
Okay, and there you go.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the At Random podcast, where we speak of really whatever we want and also take your suggestions and make episodes about it. This week, we're going to be speaking about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star and
Oh yeah.
the whole thing that broke the internet a few weeks back. With us today,
Yeah.
we have Andy from Belgium. How you doing, friend?
Hello. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And of course, we're joined by my husband, Alexander. Alex, sitting across
That
me.
was a minor.
Yep.
You can tell they're married by the sound of her voice.
Mhm.
She loves me. Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes. All
You-
I'm gonna say is
Alex,
I
you
am.
just need to accept that you're just a penis with a body attached that she has to enjoy as well.
Yeah, pretty much. And
It's all about that D, man.
oh, it sure is for her. And she better give it to me later. Or let me give it to her later for making me sit through an hour of talking about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
which is
Yeah.
not my cup of tea.
That's the beauty of a podcast, though, really, because we like totally different subjects. Like me and Andy
Yeah.
like the same sort of shit. Alex and Andy like other type of stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why we made this podcast to begin with, because we can speak of a wild variety of different subjects.
Yep.
True. But I thought it was so funny that today, like, we have this chat going for us where actually that chat has been around for a while now. And where we talk about all that we want to do with the show and blah, 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 blah. And our research gets on there as well and, like, what we're doing to do good in this world. And today, Alex was just badgering us, saying how bad Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star was. Jeffree Star are.
It's
Like me and Ali, we adore Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, but like
yeah, I'm not their
Jerry
target audience, to be
looked
fair.
at his first video, like since ever. I don't think you've ever watched the Shane
No,
Dawson
I've seen
video.
Ali looking at them like, what is this crap? And then I had
Yeah.
decided, okay, I need to do research. I have to understand something. So I watched like the.
You've watched one video. That is not research
Dude, after
at all.
like 2
Like,
minutes, I
I
wanted
don't
to
think-
kill myself, and it was 56 minutes
I-
long, and I sat through that whole episode, and I watched the whole thing.
You did? Wait,
Yeah.
I actually didn't think you would make it through.
No,
I even told him he doesn't need to watch the whole episode. Just like put on the episode, try to get like the numbers and the gist of it. There's a lot of
Yeah.
shit that I know you will not enjoy, so try to skip through it. And then he just has
Yeah.
a fit on Messenger, and I'm like, calm the fuck down, mate.
Not a fit, just yeah, it's just not for me. I am certainly
fucking
not
funny.
the target audience for this. But introduce it to me,
Yeah.
enlighten me. Maybe I'll like it after you tell me facts.
No, you will. You will.
I wouldn't hold your breath,
Yeah.
but maybe.
Well, as probably most of the people that are a fan of YouTube or like live on the internet really know, Shane Dawson did a series again with Jeffree Star where they produced a makeup collection together. And we were going to talk a bit background about Shane, a bit of Jeffree as well, and obviously the relationship they built together over the past. Is it the past year? Is it the
I
series
think so.
last
I think year and a half, something like that.
yeah, which has been taking over everything basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it all started. Well, let's talk about like in general who they are, because I've been a fan of Shane in particular for many years, since he basically started YouTube.
Yeah, you were an OG, right? You have like
Yeah.
the first merch Shane
I
brought out.
some of the merch that he brought out like 10 years ago. I remember getting that shit when I turned 18 and I went and voted for the first time. So that was 10 years ago. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Okay, boomer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you were getting old. Might have to replace you soon. You're out of warranty.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But the beauty about Shane is that he's
Need to
changed.
return my dishwasher.
Shut the fuck up, Andy. Who the fuck
sorry.
let you speak?
I'm sorry.
God, you see what I have to put up with every fucking week, every fucking day? We get up to messages from them, and then they ask me why the fuck I don't answer, because this is what they do all the fucking time. Oh my god.
You love it.
No, not really.
But all right. But okay. So who is Shane? For me, who's the first time you said Shane Dawson to me, I was like, is that a guy from Dawson's Creek?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I literally have no fucking idea who he is. Like,
Yeah.
still to this day, I don't really know.
Well, Shane Dawson is one of their OGs. He started doing YouTube videos back in 2008 when YouTube was in its infancy, basically. And he became very popular very quickly. He did a lot of sketches, like funny videos, spoofs or parodies. And then like he's evolved a lot over the years. So he started doing parodies and a lot of like longer clip movies and stuff like that, and short movies on YouTube. And then he had a period where he did food videos. He got into some weird shit and then started vlogging. And then he just got into the whole conspiracy realm and started doing conspiracy videos. And then
but
he gained
not
track again.
not Alex Jones level though.
No.
Okay.
he didn't go. He didn't go.
He wasn't saying frogs were turning gay because of the water or some shit.
Best video on the internet of all time, by the way.
It is.
But can we talk about the food videos for a second?
Do we have to?
Because
like I don't like that Shane. There's a Shane that it's not.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. Like the evolution that this guy has made and that I've seen this guy go through. I wasn't an OG. I've been watching Shane Dawson for a couple of years, but like I've checked out like most of his videos. I appreciate this guy so much for the evolution that he has made in his life, because you can, like, if you want to see a pick me up, then watch the first time he meets his cameraman. What's his name again? Andrew, yeah. Because after Andrew joins his crew to start filming Shane, his life turns around. You can actually see with the food videos that he's in a rut. He's doing the same shit every day, and I think it genuinely cost him a lot of watchers and a lot of views.
Yeah, no, he kind of disappeared off the radar, to be honest. Like for me, that's been like an OG. I literally would see the thumbnails and I would be like, oh fuck, not
this shit
you.
Again. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. So I think that's a very good example of like getting out of a rut. How you think, oh, this works, I'm gonna keep on doing it. And I think in one of the videos he made, he actually talks about being in that rut. And by meeting Andrew, his cameraman, he learned to find the beauty of editing. Like we do the same thing. We edit this shit to make it look or sound good for you guys. For us, it's pretty okay, but like video is
But that's the thing.
It's very difficult.
Because I don't think that Andrew showed him the love of it. I think he showed it to him again, like
he reconnected
with it. Because that's the thing. Shane wanted to be a filmmaker when he started his career, and like you can tell in his early videos, that's what he wanted to do because he put in so much money and so much time into all of his projects and all of his videos. Because like this is a kid that started out himself doing impersonations of different people, like in his life that he animated like to be more crazy and stuff like that. Like he has a character that is his mom that in his videos hates him and calls him a faggot and is super patronizing towards his son. And then he has all these Shanae, which is one of his biggest character, which is this ghetto chick that just bosses Shane around basically, and so many others. And he would just do that, and he would put so much effort into it, and you can really tell that he liked it. But then he probably just went into a rut and just like didn't care anymore, and that's why he just recorded iPhone videos in his fucking kitchen eating crazy food. And he spoke about it that's when he was really depressed and shit. So to see him reconnect with that love of filmmaking, it's really fun.
Filmmaking is it is. It makes you love him so much more because it's like, I think we can all like have a connection with that feeling, is that sometimes you just get in a rut, you go full auto, and you just keep doing whatever works.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to find that thing to step outside of the box you're used to living in and, go for it to make your life better. That's what Shane did, and that's what I appreciated about those videos, even though, they were what?
They fucking suck. They're absolutely
horrible. They suck, but the evolution of it, like, they make you appreciate those videos and that Shane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know that after that, it gets better.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so he started making bigger projects again, and he started off. He did a small show when he got in touch again with his dad. Like that's where after the conspiracy videos, he started doing these mini documentaries that he's been more famous about now in these recent days. So he started off with doing a reconnection with his dad because his dad abandoned him as a kid. So he made this whole story, like he talked to his mom about it, and then he went out and he met his dad, and they had a conversation, and then it started up from there. He did the one with the graveyard girl, Bunny, her name is. That one wasn't as popular.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then it kind of boomed up probably after he did the TanaCon with
TanaCon was a big one. That's the one probably that exploded him like a motherfucker, because TanaCon was just a horrible fucking situation.
Yeah.
The worst organized event of all time.
It's not. Don't even call it an event because it wasn't.
That's hilarious. What happens when you put it in like an event of a couple of thousand people that we're gonna visit into the hands of a 21-year-old?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
No. So, and after that, the Jeffree show series after that? I'm pretty sure it was.
After TanaCon, he did the controversial Jake.
No. Jake was afterwards. No, what he did after TanaCon, he did. Was it the? Fuck. See, I should have done a little bit more research exactly which order they came in. I'm pretty sure after the TanaCon was the Jeffree one, and after that was the. Was it the Chuck E. Cheese one that came before Jeffree?
No, that's after Jeffree.
Yeah, but Jeffree was after TanaCon, I'm pretty sure, and it was 3 episodes, The Beautiful Word of Jeffree Star, where Shane basically dives into and becomes Jeffree and tries to live his life and understand Jeffree as a person.
And Jeffree Star is a makeup producer,
Jeffree Star is the makeup mogul that has his own makeup brand, who is also a person that's come from basically nothing and rose up. Like his dad committed suicide when he was 6 years old. His mom was like a drug addict. but he started dabbling in makeup when he was like 12. And then he moved to LA and started working and was basically broke, and he lived on people's couches. But he was famous on MySpace.
God, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, so that's like all his money he had, he would put in back into his project because he would do music and then promote it through MySpace. And the little money that he had left from the whole music thing, he put into 3 lipstick shades. And that's when Jeffree Star Cosmetics was bought. And now he's a multi-billion, million empire, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm trying to find. Okay, I found basically the order it goes in. It's like Graveyard Girl.
Yeah.
It's Tanacon. Then after that, it's The Secret World of Jeffree Star. And after The Secret World of Jeffree Star, he goes inside the mind of Jake Paul. Which, by the way, I genuinely hate Jake Paul. I still to this day do. I think
don't like
it's
him either.
fucking the way he interviewed Jake Paul made me understand. I still hate what he does and what he represents. But it made me understand why he thought the way he thought, which like made me be okay with the Pauls as a species on this planet.
I
it genuinely
appreciated
made
what
me-
Shane did, but no, they're still dickheads in my opinion.
For me as well, but I understand now why, at least. And so after the Jake Paul videos, he went on to post 2 conspiracy theories videos. Then some fucked up weird shit about Eugenia Cooney.
Oh, yeah,
Which,
that
by the
video,
way,
Who the
Jesus.
hell
I
is
have
Eugenia blah blah?
Such a weird video.
Eugenia Cooney.
That did
Who the fuck
not
is that?
feel like a Shane Dawson production to me.
No, but the thing is, like,
At-
he was censored as shit. You can tell that, like, Shane wanted to really
Yeah.
dig in, but she was lawyered up. Eugenia
Oh,
Cooney. I'm
like
just
a
gonna
motherfucker.
explain for Alex here that doesn't know about Eugenia Cooney.
Mhm.
Eugenia Cooney is a YouTuber, and people started getting really worried about her because she was extremely skinny. Like, she was anorexic to the point that she was
okay.
just a bloody skeleton.
Yeah.
And she would just never speak about it, like never. And everyone, like, in all her comments is basically like, you're gonna die. Like, I keep just looking at your videos to see if you've died or not.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
that's the thing. Like, sometimes that was the creepy thing, because Shane hadn't like promoted that he was gonna do that episode with Eugenia Cooney.
Mhm.
And literally 15 minutes before Shane dropped that video, I actually went into a YouTube channel to see if she'd uploaded anything, because she'd been gone from the internet for like 3 months. And I was like, is she dead? And then 15 minutes later, Shane uploaded that, and I was like, creepy.
Yeah, but it is unbelievable what, like, people were genuinely the YouTube community genuinely loved Eugenia Cooney.
She was a sweet girl, but you could tell that
she
she
was.
wasn't feeling good. And the whole fake being happy, like, hey guys, I'm just like, ugh. Yeah. But anyway, so.
And after Eugenia, then that starts the beautiful world of Jeffree Star.
Yeah, which is the monster we're going to go into a little bit and just talked about what happened, because it was so much.
Yeah.
So it started out, like, the idea was planted in the first season, like the first series that they did, that Shane wanted to do makeup, he was so interested in the world, the beauty community. So Jeffree was like, well, let's do it, because Jeffree owns his own company and, like, he can do really whatever the fuck he wants. So they started doing makeup, and Shane documented the whole process of what it's like they're talking prices and the cost of shipping, manufacturing, what people are going to expect.
Something that has never been done in a beauty community, by the way, is like openness about the product and about how everything works.
Yeah.
And that's what Shane Dawson wanted to do with this.
Yeah, because most of the time when people do brand deals or like they release a product with another brand, they never speak of like what profit they make. They just push like, oh,
Yeah.
buy my stuff, buy my
Because
stuff.
you sign a contract that says that you can't, usually.
Not necessarily.
I don't
Usually
think
how
so.
it
I don't
works.
think
But-
you cannot discuss it. I just think they don't talk about it so they don't come off as the rich guys they are,
Yeah.
so that they can actually make more money. Because, like, if you know somebody's rich, why would you support somebody who's rich?
Yeah, I also
support the
think
little
it's
guy.
to not shoot themselves in the foot with upcoming promotions. Like if and someone wanted to work with them and had heaps more money than they just worked for, then all of a sudden they might come back with a lower offer. So maybe disclosing how much you
Yeah.
got paid is also bad just commercially because. Or if
Yeah,
Company
of
X
course,
finds out,
but-
oh, this guy only took $500,000, we're going to give him 10 million. Fuck that. Let's give him 1 million now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Plus,
the thing is,
one-
like, yeah, Andy, go.
Okay, one big thing I think is like a big part of the beauty community is if you buy Jeffree Star products, you get your money's worth, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you watch Jeffree Star's like videos, you see on like a lot of occasions people buy shit for 70 euros that and it's worth like 30 to 20 bucks at most. And so I think that's the big part of that community as well, is that they try to, I don't know, what's that phrase of word again? When you try to squeeze the penny, I guess.
Yeah. So that
Like they
Try to-
put in
try to get blood
15
from a
bucks per
stone.
pallet. Yeah, they put in 15 bucks per pallet, but they sell it for fucking 75 or whatever.
it's even cheaper than
So,
that. But,
like,
like they
they-
were going over like with Kylie Cosmetics, like the component
Yeah.
to actually make the palette would cost them
Mm-hmm.
at least what $10 to make.
well, I mean,
And
when
the-
you're making like
Yeah.
a million of something, then yeah.
Yeah, but
Like a
still,
million.
I think
units.
that's why they kept quiet about prices and being honest about what products cost and shit like that, is to cover up the fact that, you know, on occasions they just try to make a shitload of cash with a cheap ass product.
yeah. But that was the thing, because like for example, the example they give in the series is well Kylie Jenner, because it's all about manufacturing and where you do it. Like Jeffree does all of
Mhm.
his products in the US.
Mhm.
And most of other people like this, and they have labs in like China where it's cheaper and labor is different, but
Yep.
like obviously you have a quality difference.
Yeah.
So Kylie Cosmetics, which is Kylie is literally a billionaire within 2 years that she
Mhm.
released her cosmetic line, and she makes a palette. Let's say a makeup palette with what I think is 12 shades they have in every palette. A small dainty little thing, and they cost $10 to make, but she sells them for 45.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's also a Jenner.
Yeah.
Can do whatever the hell you want at that point. Or a
That's true.
Kardashian or Jenner or whatever the hell. That whole family is just loaded.
Yeah, but so that's the thing. Like Jeffree Star goes in because Jeffree Star products are much higher quality, like in packaging and formula and everything. And like Jeffree said,
Yeah.
like I don't really care because this is my passion. So his packaging would cost him $20.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously on top of that you have to add like everything else. So and he sells them for 45 $50 a piece. So his profit margin isn't really that big, but he doesn't care because he wants to put out dope products. And obviously
Yeah.
Shane wanted to do the
And he
same.
does.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like I have
Yeah.
2 Jeffree Star palettes and I don't even know how many lipsticks. Like
Yeah, you have a lot.
I
But let's
gen-
face it, it probably helps too. Like the problem, say, with like the Jenners is like they have so many leeches around them as well that want their take. Like all their PR
Oh,
people,
yeah.
all their marketing, all their lawyers
Yeah.
and shit all want to get a slice of the pie. Whereas like someone like Jeffree Star that's independent doesn't have all that, those other fucking pricks trying to take money from him.
I think Jeffree Star does have that, but Jeffree Star is more adequate. Like he is more, like, more involved with the product. See, the thing is, if you make your product in China, yeah, it's gonna be cheaper, but you don't have the hands-on. Oh no, that needs to change right now. You know, the
Oh, for
product
sure.
comes the way it comes, and you just have to accept it. Jeffree Star can go to a fucking factory, go to his lab, and say like, "Listen, this color is not as I want it to be, so let's fucking fix this."
Well,
That's the big.
the difference if you would
The
do it
big
in China,
difference.
it would take you weeks.
Oh yeah, but my
get that
point is
from
like
there.
even
Oh,
in
yeah.
the sense like Jeffree Star is still running the ship. Whereas I think like say if you're a Jenner, like it's not just her either. It's their whole family's brand. So they have all these other people that are invested in them. Whereas Jeffree is running his own ship. He's not being dictated to by Kim needs you can't do that because it will ruin the rest of your family's reputation or some shit like that. Like as an example.
When did
Yeah,
you become
yeah.
a fucking Jenner stan? Calm the fuck down.
I
mate.
actually hate that family, but you know.
Yeah. No, but anyway, so they really dive into the show and showed numbers and exposed some stuff like contracts with influencers because we had the product like the Nikki Tutorials, which is another YouTuber that made a collaboration with another big brand, a makeup brand. And a big problem in the community is that the big makeup brands take advantage of like YouTubers, Instagram models, like
Oh yeah.
because they don't really see the value in them. Obviously, that market is still quite new when it comes to influencers, but they have such a big impact. Like for example, Nikki Tutorials. Nikki Tutorials is a Dutch YouTuber.
She's from Holland.
Yeah, from Holland, and she signed a deal with this makeup brand called Too Faced, where they were gonna collaborate, make a palette. She got a flat fee of $50,000, and they went out to sell what was it, 10 million?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Like units, you mean not dollars worth?
Not dollars worth.
No, dollars worth. Yeah.
Oh, but to be fair, I mean, if you're dumb enough to sign a flat fee contract, like you should probably be doing more
Absolutely,
research
but the
into
thing
what
is,
your
like-
value is.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's a new world. Like, people, like, when she did that, that was back in 2016, I'm pretty sure, 17. So it was, the whole YouTube beauty community was still new,
Mm-hmm.
because the YouTube, like, they haven't been around for that long, really, realistically. Like, YouTube's been around for 10 years.
Yeah, 15 or
No,
something.
10 years. It's 2008 they uploaded the first video.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Or was that when Google bought it?
No, it's 2008.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Like, obviously, maybe
Alright.
they did.
Wasn't the first video ever posted on YouTube something about a guy in a zoo?
Yeah, like-
watching
Yeah,
an
the dudes that
elephant?
made YouTube.
Yeah, the dudes that made YouTube, like, they were at the zoo.
YouTube launched in 2005. Stop lying to me. I think 2008 was probably when Google bought it.
But that's when YouTube became a thing.
Oh no, Google bought it in 2006.
Yeah.
For $1.65 billion. Wow. Now it's worth like
Wow.
fucking
Jesus
shitloads.
Christ. Is that actual numbers?
Yep.
Like 1 point. Well,
Well, but
are
still,
we in the wrong fucking
Yeah,
business
I know,
here?
right?
but still, like, it's still quite new. Like, at this point, like, and people actually making a lot of money from it. It's still relatively
Mhm.
new.
Yeah, I think it's actually dying off now too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
because
because everyone wants to be I'm an influencer. And companies like, oh, fuck you then.
no, the YouTube that's a whole other episode. How YouTubers fucking actual YouTubers with like the whole algorithm and censorship and shit like that. That's a whole other rabbit hole that
Yeah.
you can go down
Yeah.
to and speak about forever. But that's the thing, is like back then people didn't really know. So influencers were taken advantage of, and obviously they presented the case
Oh,
with.
yeah, but I mean, wouldn't you go and say, I don't want a flat fee, I want a percentage?
Well, if you're a little kid from fucking Holland and you get this big opportunity to work with this brand, they give you an offer. Obviously, you don't like, obviously, she learned now, but she just wanted to take the opportunity to become something. So she thought, oh, this is a
Yeah.
good thing.
Well, look. Shane Dawson was selling his sweatshirts and his t-shirts for 30%, and the company that made them got 70%. Now, when he started talking to Jeffree Star in the series, Jeffree Star told him, "Wait, no, I'm not gonna take
No,
70% off of your name. Like, I take 30 and you get 70. And Shane didn't understand that concept. And that's actually true.
Yeah.
You know,
You see
people
that
are
in the show.
using other people's name to fucking, like,
Oh, yeah.
fill their, like, line their pockets with gold.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing. They're using your name, so you should be getting 70% and they should be getting 30.
Yep.
Like, they're on the small end. Just because they produce doesn't mean they have the right for the majority. And that's what these company did with Nikki Tutorials.
Yeah, and they absolutely fucked her over. And the worst thing was as well that the products she got sent and she reviewed and she was so happy about, then when they went into manufacture, they were shit. Like, so when people started receiving their pallets, people were not fucking happy because it was a completely different quality. They went to another lab and did it,
that's nice.
which, funny enough, they went to the same lab that made the lipsticks for Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, which was the scandal that happened this year with the hairy lipsticks and shards of metal and plastic and
Yeah. So basically, this documentary series with Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson right now is like shining the light on how Jeffree
reality of
Star
the beauty
operates,
community.
and then
Yeah.
other companies within the industry.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
show it behind the curtains, everything what they do, like what goes into it, how hard it can be, and like the struggles and the ups and the downs and everything. So from being shown a prototype to then manufacturing the product to then selling the product, which was when the shit hit the fan, basically. Because we went through that shit, Andy, right? That shit.
Yeah, we did.
So what basically happened was that they did this whole series and they talked about everything and everything was beautiful. Then they released a video revealing the whole palette, the whole collection and everything. And on November 1st, on your birthday,
in 2019,
they went live to sell this collection. And obviously they knew that they were going to have a lot of hits, like people were going to hit the website a lot. So they've been talking to Shopify, which is the platform where they have their online store. But what basically happened is like the whole site collapsed. Like the back end fucking was to shit. I was sitting at Alex's birthday.
Thousands upon thousands people like waiting in line.
Millions
at,
of
like,
people at one point.
Online registers and shit like that. It was just unbelievable how many people were
never
on
get
there
with
on the same time.
When these, the same thing like when concert tickets for like big concerts get on sale, and like I never understand why they don't beforehand do some sort of lottery system so they're like, you know, do like batches of the first 1,000 customers or whatever, and you enter the lottery before, and then you get access at a certain time so that they don't fuck the servers.
Yeah.
Why does no one think of these things? Come on, people out there, give me money and I'll help you design it.
Dude, like just design it and get money.
Yeah. No, so what happened when the launch happened, Shopify couldn't even upload all the products to the actual website. Like they couldn't go live because there was so much traffic. So everything collapsed. I sat with 2 cell phones at Alex's birthday party trying to get my order because I got everything I wanted in the basket. I didn't get much. I only got the mirror, the pig mirror, because that's what I wanted. Because that was the other thing. Like one of the things that I didn't like about the show was the reveal of the palette. Because I'm a Jeffree Star cosmetic fan. I like when Jeffree releases new products. And I like the way he he presents them. Like he does a video, he sits down in front of his beauty lights and shows everything in a certain way. Shane obviously did it his way, which is completely different, which was more cinematic, a lot of jumping back and forth, and it confused me. So when I saw the palette, I wasn't overwhelmed and like, wow, I really want to fucking buy that. When Jeffree released his Jawbreaker collection this summer, for example, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I could not wait to get my hands on that palette.
But I guess that sort of depends on your mindset. You see, I was intrigued
but it's still
about
money.
The
That's the
palette.
thing.
My wife bought the conspiracy palette, like the big one, not the mini conspiracy.
Controversy.
my wife bought the big one. I genuinely I loved it so much because I got to see like it skips to the colors, and then you're like, oh, that color doesn't fit in there, and then you hear Jeffree Star and Shane say the same thing, and then you can go like, oh my god, we're so much alike, and like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, like you get to help choose, I guess, like not really, but like you're in
Shane presents it
you're
in a
in the
way
experience.
that you feel included. I get
Yeah,
it, but
that's what I really liked about it. Like even the packaging of the conspiracy palette, when they went through the first draft of what they thought it should look like, I was like, me and my wife were looking at each other and saying like, man, I'm not feeling any of those.
yeah,
Literally 2 seconds later, Shane says, I'm not feeling any of these. And you're like, all right, so we get to see a second draft. Then somebody else comes up with a different design. It looks fucking amazing. And we both felt like, me and my wife both felt like, oh, that should be it. Like, that's beautiful. It came out, it's fucking beautiful.
no, it's absolutely
like,
gorgeous.
for me, that was the experience. That's what drew me in, I guess.
Yeah, and obviously we had two completely different experience because I really
Yeah.
liked the whole process and I liked seeing everything, but at the same time, like, it's my money that I'm putting into it. And did I feel like
exactly.
putting $50 into a palette that didn't fucking blow my brains out straight away when I saw it? No.
Yeah.
So obviously, after the release, when everything had calmed down, the whole shitstorm that it was, people started putting up the reviews of the palette with actual beauty lights where you can see how the colors swatch and how they work and what you can do with it, which is obviously what you want to see, in my opinion, at least. Like, you want to see a product and you want to know how to actually use it. Like, for example, like, to explain it for Alex, like, if you want to buy a piece of like something for your computer, obviously you would look at demos and you would see how different things perform before you actually put your money into it.
Yeah, I'd just read reviews like any logical person would do.
Yeah. And obviously, like, it is a gamble in a sense anyway because it's makeup, but still, for me, like, the reveal didn't do it at all. And then afterwards, when people started reviewing it, I got so pissed that I didn't fucking buy it because I had it in my cart. And then I was like, nah, I'll wait. And now I can't wait to fucking restock.
I'll say this. When we got it, I've never swatched. And by the way, Alex, swatching is when you take a little bit of makeup and rub it open on your hand. I've learned that now. I've never swatched makeup before, right? But the moment like my fingers were swatching and like they stroked across my skin, like, I'm no expert on anything makeup. I've never worn makeup on my life. The closest thing I think I've ever had to makeup on me is just lipstick on my cock. That's about it.
Doing the rainbow.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, for me, like, the moment I swatched that, I could feel like this is a really good makeup product. Like, this is a genuine, like, you could feel that you genuinely get what they show you in the videos. It's not like, it's not powdery, it's sort of oily, like, it sticks to the skin so nicely. Like, I know nothing about makeup, and I felt that was a good product.
Yeah. I just remember calling you. Like, you sent me a picture, like, I got it, and I called you. I was sick as a fucking dog. I could barely talk. And I was like, swatch the yellow one. I want to see the yellow.
Oh, and by the way, that's another thing I genuinely love about Jeffree Star. So or about this collab at least, every color got its own little stamp with different like markings on it. And every color was named a different name. But he does that for all his products. But I think like the names were such a great like little extra. I mean, it's nothing to like, it's worth nothing, but it's fun to see. Like, they called the yellow, there was food videos, I guess.
Yeah, from Shane's old videos.
And we of course have the last one now, Put It Back, the green shade.
Oh yeah, they're taking it, they're putting it in the mini controversy.
Yeah, they took out in the videos. They took out one green color that everybody was like, "Oh, that's a beautiful color." And so in the end, after they released all the products, they decided to make a mini palette again and put that color back. Make a little new palette and just call that color put it back. So it's just a fun little thing, a fun little extra. I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. No, but that's the thing. It's like it was a good series. I really like seeing everything. Some people are not happy because they wanted the drama that he teased in the trailer.
I didn't need that.
No, me neither. There's so many fucking videos about it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, it would have been like I actually really liked what he did when he like put in the few clips when he showed it, because people were getting angry at him for not putting it in. But I still like the way he presented it. Was it necessary?
Yeah,
absolutely not. I don't think so.
No.
But at the same time,
and besides,
I do
since
get
when is Shane Dawson a fucking like a tea spill channel?
Yeah.
Neither Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson has ever been that.
Oh, Jeffree just spills the tea.
Well, he does, but it's not like he's a drama channel. It's not like he's Trisha Paytas, for God's sake.
Trisha Paytas doesn't spill any tea. She just causes drama.
Dogs do not have brains. Is it that woman?
Yeah, that woman.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that horrible.
The one that thought she was a chicken nugget.
Fucking hell.
To be fair.
Oh, my God. So, an oxygen thief, in other words.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but in conclusion, like, I liked it. I really enjoyed it because obviously, like, I love makeup and I genuinely like Jeffree's products. So it was fun to see the behind the scenes about how they made everything, like the process they go through.
Yeah.
For me, it was really fun to see. But it was a disappointment to see when the whole shit show of the website collapsing happened, because I was sitting here fucking frustrated as shit for 3 hours straight, just like fuck, going, like taking Alex's phone, fucking updating, and if I could have gone on the computer I would have, but Alex had a bunch of friends over because it was his birthday, so I couldn't, so I just sat with my two phones just like
Yeah, classic antisocial you.
Antisocial Batman.
But in conclusion, like I appreciated the show a lot, and it just was good, and I can't wait to get my hands on that palette when it restocks in March, I think it is.
Yeah, March 2020.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah.
I'll make some makeup looks, because I love it.
Oh yeah, I've actually asked you to do that. You were not sure about that. I want to see that happen on our Instagram page. Like, you do such beautiful makeup, and I know you're not like, oh well, I'm not into all that, but like, I genuinely feel like you should do some looks and post that on our page.
I'll become a
Who knows?
beauty
Even
influencer.
if people, what?
I'll become a beauty influencer.
Oh yeah, of course. You already are.
Not
girl.
really.
Come on.
Not really. People that do that put in effort into what they do. I don't. Like, I put in time into my makeup, but I don't put in time into actually taking photos or have good lighting and shit like that.
Yeah. But who knows? Like, if people like a look on Instagram and they want to see it, you could probably, make a video about it, how they do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably post some pictures here and there, and I love to see people try to recreate it and interpret it their own way.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing too.
True. Or if, like, listeners have the same palette, if you just use the conspiracy palette or whatever, and somebody else has that, they could share their looks on our Instagram page or tag us in it or
Absolutely.
whatever. We're interested in seeing what you guys do with it as well, because I think I've never appreciated makeup. I never looked at makeup the way I look at it now. Like, now I have an appreciation for it. Like, when my wife bought that palette, now I'm like, oh man, this do looks. We're going that way today, so why not take out your palette and do a little look? I never gave a shit about what she looked like. Like, if she put on makeup, then fucking good for her. But now I'm like, no, it's genuinely,
care what
it's
you look
true.
about.
Like,
Put the
I
paper
didn't
bag back
think
on.
about it. No, but
How dare you take that off?
Hey, bags cost money. I use pillowcases. I have those lying around. No. I'm just kidding. No. That's the thing for me. I genuinely never looked at makeup the way I look at it now because of this series, because it made me appreciate the work that goes into it, the thought that goes into it. And I'm not talking for every fucking palette that's out there. I think like 70% of all palettes are fucking bullshit. But I do believe in thoroughly researched products. And I think Jeffree Star Cosmetics is definitely just that. It's just one of those products that is good, period. I don't think Jeffree will ever like sell anything that
He'd be stupid
doesn't
if he does
have
it, in my opinion.
Yeah, if he doesn't like it, he will not fucking sell that shit. So yeah,
well, that's good that you
definitely
appreciate
gave me
your
a
wife's
new,
makeup.
Yeah,
Because this
it
one
does.
fucking doesn't. I get more compliments from my fucking customer than I get from him.
I don't even pay attention.
No, sometimes I come home and I ask him, "Oh, what do you think of makeup?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't even notice."
Yeah, it's not really a highlight of my day, to be
Oh,
fair.
fuck you.
When she's like, when her makeup runs out after she's been choking on your dick for 20 minutes or 3, like then you'll get interested
That's the
in
only
her
time he
makeup, I think.
appreciates it, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
And only, yeah, but you do like
Just when it's
weird
running
looks,
out.
like look like a canary bird and like a parrot, and it's like fucking what the hell are you trying to be, an alien?
Just
like
a
I
sad
just
canary
don't
bird.
understand it. Like why do you want to look like an idiot?
It's like Batman right after his parents died.
Fucking god. Well,
Oh god.
All right. So, is that it for
I
you?
think
Like,
that we covered most of the things, really, because we could probably talk
Yeah.
about. We could probably do an episode further down the line about background, like dive in properly on who Shane Dawson actually is and like everything, or
yeah.
Jeffree as well. Like it depends if people want
Yeah.
that, and let us know if you like to have an episode about that, and we will be more than happy to do it.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if it's been mentioned, but just to give you guys an a little idea of what these guys make. As of 2019, Jeffree Star's net worth is $50 million, and as of 2019, Shane Dawson's net worth is approximately $12 million.
The money.
So,
We will be dwarfing them within 2
rich
years.
boy check.
We will be billionaires.
what?
We will be dwarfing them within 2 years.
Yeah, keep doing
Bet
it.
your house on
I
it.
think. Well, I won't because it's a rental, but
Well, that's
maybe
even
I
better. You
should,
can.
I
You don't
mean-
own it, so it doesn't matter to you, does it? It's like,
Exactly. Well, just a short mention. Today I did my very first good deed. I didn't send you guys pictures because I was a little bit busy, but today I went and planted some trees with my 3-year-old son. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
send you the
nice.
pictures. Yeah, it was the cutest thing alive.
was it just pouring with rain the whole
Um,
day as well?
No, it was fairly okay. It was freezing to death, but like we were thickly clothed, and I made videos for the Instagram page and shit like that. So when the first video pops up, I'll probably post those on the Instagram page.
Do you get snow in
Yeah,
Belgium?
we did our good deed.
Do you get snow in Belgium?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay, do you have snow yet?
Not yet, but it's looking like halfway through December we definitely
Yeah, we already
will.
have it, and it's fucking ice everywhere.
That
Fucking
sucks. Yeah, well, anyway, there was a project here in the city where I live that they were gonna replant 35 acres of forests. These were all birth trees, so for every kid born in the year 2018, 2019, one tree was planted. It got up to 9,100 9,000. Wait, what was it? Hold on, let me check those numbers.
This in your city
Wait,
alone?
No, that's just Andy's kids.
This is
That's
my
not- doesn't
city
include
alone.
other
Like
people.
they genuinely did a fucking good job. I was standing right behind this project. I loved every second of
We know
of
you
that
impregnated
project.
every
it
woman
got up
in
to
your city.
9,160 trees, new trees that they planted.
That's amazing. That's really good.
Good job.
Yeah,
But you
me and
Belgian
my
people
son
need to
planted about 50 of them.
Yeah, that's really good. Did he like it?
Oh yeah. But like at the end, he just ran off the field.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He was like, "Okay, I'm
Fuck
done."
this. Bye.
Yeah. After like 50 potholes he filled with dirt and trees, he was like, "Okay, well, there's a horse over there that I want to see. Now we're gonna go do that." I was like, "Okay, well, Daddy's coming."
Well, that goes to show that there's not much to do in Belgium. All people do is fucking have kids and fuck, apparently. So.
Well, no, it's supposed to be doing a good deed, and that was the deed that I picked
know,
to do.
absolutely. But I'm talking about because you said that you planted as many trees as kid was born. So.
Oh yeah, but like for one city, 9,160 people in 2 years' time, it's like it's fucking a lot.
Yeah.
And also, that's not the only thing they did. For every person that was there that had a kid that was born around that time, you were given a tree to go home. Like to take home with you, to plant it in your garden.
Oh, that's nice.
And to have your own little birth tree.
Did you
So
fit
that was
them in
nice
the
as
car?
well.
Were you able to fit them in the car since you have so many of them?
The tree?
Yeah, we have so many kids. So
Probably got like.
Yeah,
Oh,
20.
no. I just chucked that shit aside. I threw it in a garbage bin when I
You're
went,
like,
no, I'm kidding. I'm
nope,
kidding.
I don't want this.
Well, no, I actually planted my tree in the forest itself because I like I said, I live in a rental and I can't like dig holes in my
Yeah.
in my
I thought you would
backyard.
put it like next to the prison. So you're like,
so-
son, if you ever end up in there, at least you'll remember where you came from.
Yeah, prison, basement,
Yeah.
whatever. No, okay, so just as last part of our show, and as I said in the first episode, the Goodest Boy segment,
Yay.
I actually told Ali which one I was gonna do, and I think it's like if you need a pick-me-up in your day, just type in Benny the Bull on YouTube. It's fucking amazing. It's not really an animal, but I think he deserves some attention because he just got 1 million followers on TikTok, which I'm still on.
Jeez.
Fucking
Have you
boomer.
uploaded anything yet?
No. I'm too scared. No, I can't
That
do
was
it.
your
No,
mission,
stop.
man.
No, it's not. Like you guys said I was gonna do that. I never agreed to that.
Yeah.
I
and
said
what
I wanted to
said
make people
is the
happy.
law.
If I go,
I thought you knew that.
okay, Batman. Yeah, but type in Benny the Bull on YouTube or on TikTok or whatever. He did a face reveal on
Oh,
TikTok.
did he?
So because he got 1 million, 1 million subscribers or followers or whatever they called on TikTok. Yeah, so go check out Benny the Bull and have a good old laugh. I mean, this guy cheers me up all the time. Like I genuinely like seeing compilation videos of him. And if you don't know who Benny the Bull is, it's basically the mascot for the Chicago Bulls, the basketball game.
Uh-huh. I see.
He runs around with like gigantic bag, like garbage bags full of popcorn, and then pretends to fall and just chucks the entire bag of popcorn on the audience. It's fucking hilarious. It's being rude to people, but in a cute
it's
way.
like
So
the
I like
ultimate
it.
way to be a dick.
Yeah.
And just get away with it.
It's just smack a bitch and then say, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Andy.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry, and shouldn't say
No, you
that.
shouldn't. Well, that was the Good Boys section.
The goodest boy segment.
Goodest
Come on,
Boy
Batman, what are you
segment
doing?
of the week.
Yeah, there you go.
And this has been an episode about Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star.
Follow us on Twitter at randompodcast4. For some reason, we are just number 4. We couldn't get random podcast. Some other dick took it. So yeah, just remember to put the 4 on the end.
Oh yeah.
Like the
And,
number, not the like. Don't spell it.
Yeah. And if you want to talk about Instagram or if you want to tag us in anything on Instagram, you can just go to AT, so that's at the word at .random.podcast. So if you want to find us on there, you can find us on there. Follow us, give us pictures and likes. If you want to see me and my son planting trees, that's where you go. Ali's makeup pictures will be on there too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe like a dick pic from Cherry.
Yeah, it
occasion.
wouldn't fit in the frame.
Oh, calm the fuck down, mate.
You fucking dick.
Well, thank you for joining
All
us
right,
this
well-
week, guys, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.